also sometimes been seen as Dracula. I do a bit as Dracula. And put up, shut up, stand up, which, how could I possibly forget? I've done a bunch of stuff like that. I'm just sharing the story right now to my Uzumata. It's odd once you have to start doing this. It's so much better when there's like other people around to talk to. I should have made one of my kids hang out here with me. My daughters and I. We're very close. I love my girls. I love my girls. So, so yeah, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for this, and the only thing that I could possibly think of was I got in touch with the scientists in the basement laboratories at Govers, and asked them what sort of technology they were working on. Well, it turns out they were working on some really interesting telecommunication stuff. Not going to bore you with the details, but I'll put it this way: I'm going to be interviewing myself in a few moments on here from the future. Interviewing myself in the future. I'm calling. It's like a special video conferencing call. Calling myself in the future, and then maybe we can find out some of the things that are going on. So let me see if I can get that. Let me see if I can get that going. Like I said, I'm not really a techie guy. Here we go. I'm going to just kind of turn the camera around so you can see what I'm seeing. Let's see. Oh, look, it's there. It's there. Let me. Hey, hello. Hey, what's happening? Wow, I'm really happy we got together like this. I wasn't sure if this was going to really work. New tech and everything.
Oh, well, I knew it was going to work all along.
How'd you? Oh, right. My bad. So let me start with a pressing question.
Yes.
Oh, right. Should I even ask questions of you? I mean,
Dude, you have to ask the questions. If you don't, I won't know what to say. Haven't you watched or read anything with where time travel is concerned?
whoa, dude! How can you even ask me a question like that? I mean, you're me, right? So.
Right. I know the answer. I'm just being a dick.
Oh, right. I am a
Yes,
dick.
you are.
Oh, yeah, I'm a dick.
Yes, you are.
Oh. So are we still
Not
quarantined?
still. Again.
So has COVID-17 had a second
Uh,
wave?
Ignore the verb conjugation.
Okay, by bringing up the verb conjugation, you're obviously not. Oh, right, you're a dick, and I'm a dick. Right, my bad. Uh, Listen, this isn't really working out the way I hoped. Do you have any
Yeah,
words of advice?
yeah. Get that rash
What do you mean, what
taken care
rash?
of,
Oh, okay. What are you talking about?
or it'll start burning. You know.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, that was me. That was me from the future. Sounds like things are kind of still going not so great. Still quarantined or quarantined again or second. You know what? Maybe next time I do this, maybe I will try a better, be more prepared with how like what's going on and what questions I can ask or should ask really, and what he's going to know. I mean, I'm kind of a geek. I know time stuff, but you know what? When you're faced with the person right here, right now, it's actually like a little difficult. Oh, somebody's telling me fix your volume. Huh. I don't know how I could possibly fix my volume. guess I will speak into here as loudly as I can. Well, this is going to ruin everything. Let me see if I can hear you know what, on my own, if I turn it all the way up, I can only barely hear myself. Huh. Yeah. Let me try this. Somebody's going to have to tell me if, because that's me turning my whole shebang around. And that is what I call it, a shebang. I'm wondering if one of my microphones may not be working. I will know momentarily. Okay, Bill's saying there's no audio. That's awesome. So did that, hold it for no reason, apparently. Waiting. Nope, that's when I'm watching myself now. This sucks. This sucks. I, I know, now you're watching me watching me. There's some sort of, what is better? Maybe that was when I spoke loudly. No. Nope, no improvement. Well, I guess maybe, alright, I'm gonna have to hold it close and speak very loudly. You're going to have to look at me very closely as I speak very loudly. Oh, everybody's not even here, so that's, luckily, my family is not here. We are weathering the quarantine well. I am somebody who is bad immune system. I've got a lot of things working against me. Some of you may have heard that I had a heart attack back in November, 4 days before my birthday. And so between that and then the diabetes that I have, which is pretty awesome, I am a huge risk. So I can't really go out that much. I mean, I do. I'll throw a mask on. I'll go get a pizza. For the most part, my wife does the shopping, and it's like watching Parasite without the subtitles. Very funny, Rich. You know, it was really cool when I only saw half your head the other night when you guys did your show. It was cool. I am gonna have to. Gina, thank you for suggesting sign language. I wish I could. I should have one of those guys, and that is one thing I wanted to talk about. Now, I know why they have to be there, and I know that it is important, and I know that sign language is a very important way for deaf people and other people with auditory and also speaking difficulties to speak to us. But have you ever noticed the looks on those guys' faces as they're doing it? Like, I guess we don't notice what we look like when we're talking to each other, our nonverbals, but it's been really distracting. I do not have AirPods. What I do have, I wonder if this will do it. Oh boy, I have my who's and what's it. Let's see. Let's see if this worked. Oh, good call, Rich. Let me see if this is going to. I hope we're not like that tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Jeff. Funny fucking guy. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna turn the volume up. Um, let's see what happens. Though this will sort of change some of the stuff that I was going to be able to do. Yeah, Bozy, you wish you could look like this, baby. I'm all man. I'm all man. No need for a fedora. Let's see. See now is the waiting part. The waiting part's the hardest part. The waiting is the hardest part. Yes, Ken Pichel is asking me for comedic murder. I was hoping for a more regular murder. I think my family is about to murder me. I'm about to murder them. I had all this kind of set up before. So this is kind of funny having to do this in a different way.
Let's see.
Oh,
Let's see if this
yeah.
works.
Holy cow, that worked.
Oh, good call, Rich. Let me see.
Rich, you're the man.
Open on like
Thanks for working through that with me, you guys. I don't know if you heard anything I said.
what happened.
Anything I said that may have offended you, that was the audio. So that was not actually me. Now I'm going to turn this down. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Rich. You guys rock. So, what I've been doing. Now I can use my hands. I have been sitting here like always, just watching television, watching old samurai movies. Actually, you know what? I just to give the Ed Sullivan, what do you call it? Variety show kind of feel to the whole thing. I figured I would do a song or two on the guitar, because this is something that it's a hobby that I rarely am able to partake in. So let's see what happens with this microphone. All right. So let's have, I'm going to do that. Give myself a little bit more who's and what's it. So this is a great tune called Midnight Specials by one of my favorite bluesmen of all time, Leadbelly. Midnight Special. What do you call it? Creedence Clearwater Revival did a version which was pretty kick-ass. Anyway, let's see if this works. Yonder come on Miss Rosie, how in the world do you know? Well, I know about your apron and a dress that she wore, umbrella on her shoulder, piece of paper in her hand. Well, I'm gonna ask the governor, please introduce my man. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a ever-loving light on me. When you wake up in the morning and the Bill bell ring, oops, gonna march into the table, see the same damn thing. Knife and fork on the table, there's nothing in my pan. Never anything about it, having trouble with the man. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a ever-loving light on me. Well, I went into the nation and the territory. Well, I thought about a girl I love, live in Mexico. Let that midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a ever-loving light on me. If you ever go to Houston, boy, you better walk right, and you better not quarrel, and you better not fight. Benton Crocker will arrest you, Eddie Boone will take you down. Bet your bottom dollar, and night special. I don't have a fedora. Shine the light on me. Let the midnight special Screw you, Rich. It's on, I know. All right. That was enough of that. That was enough of that. You know what? I'm not even gonna put it in my ear because it's super distracting like that. Super distracting. Whatever. Loves monsters. Monsters are so interesting. All right. Well, you know what? Now I am getting. This is just so. This is just so people lose some money. Oh, look at that! You don't get your money. You don't get your money. Ah, wow. Anything? Am I watching Special Needs Radio now? Thanks, Greg. You are. I got special needs. What you got, baby? Late Saturday night in the 70s. Hey, Felix. We need to do that stripper club version of the stripper club buffet version of your show. I just, you know what's great is like getting notifications. Like I got a notification just now that somebody else I know who, I don't know them well, but that they're doing a live thing right now too. So it's pretty fun. Too funny. Oh, everybody's giving everybody's got their, who's and what's it, their things to say. All right, so now that we got the guitar out of the way, what I'm really going to go is with my passion, which is the midget accordion. So make sure you turn it up. I don't know why this isn't where. There we go. Make sure you turn up your. Okay. There we go. You guys ready? Everybody ready for this? All right. Let me see. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to actually do anything. Yes, I will. I do want to give everybody the heads up that there is a salad that is available with this broadcast, but you do have to buy the chicken marsala to get it. If not, please don't flame my restaurant online. But, you know, what are you going to do? To keep the entertainment thing kind of going, I kind of wish that I kind of wish I could see actual people's faces when they see the accordion come out. Like I only get to see my own face. So here we go, the juggling portion. So first we're going to start off with your classic juggling. Everybody kind of knows about all this. Da, 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 whistle Dixie. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I've got these, so everybody can kind of get in on the fun. If you want to learn how to juggle, I could totally give you some pointers. It's all about repeating the same thing over and over again, much like my comedy. And then the last one that I'm going to do, the pins. This took me a long time to teach myself to do, but here we are. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Contact gossips when this virus is over. Sweet, Felix. I've been begging you for the longest time. So yeah. I guess the serious personal interest info stuff now. Wonder what the best way to hold this is. Oh, Sally's older sister plays accordion. That's really cool. I actually do kind of want to learn how to play accordion. Take a hike. What was I gonna say? Jeez, I don't know how long have I been on. God, it's like a fucking eternity. Yeah, we haven't really been. I've been watching a lot of movies. I've been on Turner Classic Movie totally like every day. I actually go ahead and I see what's coming on. Seen a lot of Marx Brothers at like 2:00 in the morning, which is pretty cool. That's one of the biggest influences I have in my life, my comedic life. Ken, yes, I actually really I'm looking for the safe version of the chainsaws to learn how to juggle chainsaws. And Bozy just mentioned a great guy, Paul Veneer, and it's actually kind of a funny story about went to see Paul Veneer with Fat J, J Christopher, my boy, hashtag Fat Lives Matter. Um, and we saw him, and we're in the back of the room. We'd helped set up, and we were gonna help break down, and like he's like, "What?" Jay's like, "What do you think of this guy?" We went out for a cigarette. He goes, "Hey, what do you think of this guy?" I'm like, "Oh, like I don't know. There's something really familiar about this. Like it's almost like I remember when I was a kid, and we used to sing like a memory song." And the memory song that I grew up singing was "There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea." And then you like add things. You have to remember everything that. So there's a log on the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a log on the hole in the bottom of the sea, and then it goes on and on and on and on. And it's for kids to like do memory. And there's a really great Irish one. It's a great old tree, a rare old tree, tree in the wood. But anyway, so I said to him, I'm like, this reminds me of Bump on a Log. Like that's what the hole in the bottom of the sea. It reminds me of Bump on a Log and the hole in the bottom of the sea. And we go back in, we sit down, and I swear, like 15 minutes later, he does hole in the bottom of the sea. And Jay looked at me, and ever since then, Jay's like, "Bro, how did you know that?" And I'm like, "I've never seen it before. There was something about it that reminded me of that." This has got to look over again, and I got like another notification that this person is watching, is doing their live right now. Um, Gina, Gina, see, that's very nice compliment about my skills. But Gina, pretty ladies really just and pretty smart ladies don't really need to have to do all these things to get people's attention. When you're smart like you and a pretty lady, geez, everybody's just gonna stare. But yeah. So yeah, we've been just kind of been watching a lot of movies and watching a lot of content, trying to generate a lot of content. I was actually thinking about trying to run some ideas by you guys, but that's like probably Rattling Bog. Bozy just hooked me up with the name of the Irish memory song. But yeah, I've no clue. Oh, I was gonna run some things by you guys, but then I was like, oh, and then you're gonna see them and you're gonna be like, oh, I remember when Andy said that. I will say that I'll be super happy not to tell any of these jokes that I've been writing or trying to. I've been trying to make people laugh. I gotta be honest. Like that's like my entire life has been trying to make people laugh, and I'll go ahead and cut you guys off and say that yes, I get it. Sometimes I just have to have people look at me, and they're gonna laugh. But I had a couple that I was really proud of. Oh, I made this meme. Let me. Ah. So what it says is me saying, "Remember when we were kids in the summer and your moms be like, 'Come home when the streetlights come on,'" and that guy is what people from Alaska look like when you say that to them. There's been a few of these that and oh my god, like I love some of the people that been getting me through is the Domestic Disturbance podcast has really been helping me get through this, especially because a lot of us who are watching probably know that all three members of the Domestic Disturbance podcast all had COVID-19, and it's kind of amazing, but it's also really cool to like hear people like what they actually went through. My sister-in-law had been diagnosed with it a while ago, a few weeks ago now. She's fine. She recovered. She's a nurse, a nurse practitioner. I should give credit where credit is due. So it's been really interesting. The human impact
part of it is the part that I am fascinated by. Like some of the doctors and nurses who like post things about like their what they're seeing, what they're experiencing, and it kind of reminds me. Like I'm a huge history fan. World War One. I've been kind of had this morbid fascination with World War One for several years now, but the United States had not really been involved in on at that level, even though we were barely involved, but like in an international war. So it was almost like to listen to read some of the old letters of people from World War One has been very similar to seeing what a lot of these doctors and nurses, and my heart breaks for them because they they see death often, but to see it like this and like to like feel helpless, that feeling of helplessness, I think is the feeling that is, I mean, it's true for all of us. It is it's a terrible feeling. Everybody wants to feel like they're involved, and so it's been cool to see that and kind of get everybody's perspective. And like I said, the domestic disturbance guys, Mike Keegan, Carla Ogerson, and the great Tim Saliani. They're also hilarious. So if you don't watch or haven't heard that podcast, it is a great podcast. To willow the night away. I'm gonna totally step on Rich because Rich posted something. Rich Rada posted something yesterday where he like thanked a bunch of people and he included me, and I super appreciate that. But where we all are, we're all trying to keep each other's spirits up, trying to make everybody laugh. Like it's what we do. It's like it's a compulsion. It's not even like I'm a comedian. Like I have friends who are not comedians who are hilarious right now, and uh, they're sharing such hilarious things, and I think that's it's important. That's and what wherever the unavoidable question of like what happens next, like what the next like what's social distancing at a comedy club going to look like. Uh, why like my brain can't even wrap around that, but I'm not that creative to begin with. So, let's see. That's who's when I'm not in the room. Uh, Rich is asking about whether or not Dracula's been quarantining. So I have done two bits for Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up, where one of them I just did a Dracula doing karaoke, and he's singing Runaway Train. I used one of my daughters, like they have these Bluetooth devices, so like the speaker is the microphone. And I just put it on my phone and I'm just like, runaway train never going by. Um, yeah. And then I did another one where I involved my daughters, and my wife was totally not happy. You'll see they are not here. And my wife took them on a walk because she doesn't even accidentally want to end up on camera. And she's mortified as to what my daughters will say or do. Last night we sat around and told scary stories in the backyard. So that's been kind of the cool thing. Kind of like the parent aspect of all this is like it's like the summer started early in a way. And I mean, we're doing our the schoolwork. We're doing like all this stuff that they're supposed to do. One of my daughters takes piano, and she's been doing Zoom lessons. Matter of fact, she has one in a couple hours. So it's been this is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting to see teachers having to like they work hard enough, but to see that they've kind of settled into like what their job was going to be, like what they learned how to do, how they learned how to do it, and they're dynamic and they're doing cool things. But then now this, and now all of a sudden they have to like jump over to technology, and technology, if you haven't really been keeping up with it, I feel like I'm at that age, I'm in my mid 40s, where it's starting to just kind of be beyond my reach. Like look at how long it took me to to hook up like the sound correctly. Like I didn't know my phone wasn't going to work. Yeah, so it's interesting to see how some of these teachers, and the ones that I've gotten to see, it's been fantastic. They've really, really overcome their own like limitations. And I'm kind of proud. Like it's weird to like be part of a community and like, oh, I'm super proud of my school district. You know, for the teachers like busting their butts to square things up and get the kids. I mean, we're having to do a lot of the instruction here, but we're getting the really good guidance from them. Oh, this is such good tea. That was the smartest thing I came up with, was to have the tea. Well, it's like all sorts of other conversations going on. That's fine. But, oh, you know what? I had another song. So here, lull in the action. You know, it's Dave Chappelle always says that all comedians wish they were musicians, and all musicians think they're funny. So, you know, I didn't think it was, when I was trying to think of what to do with all of this, that was like so in my brain. And if you get a chance, that's on Netflix right now, is Dave Chappelle receiving the Mark Twain Award. It's a phenomenal special, and just like all the sort of comedy philosophy things that are in there. Unbelievable. All right. Gonna try to mess up this U2 song. So let's see if I just gained 2 people watching. So let's see if I can lose them. See the stone set in your eye. See the thorn twist in your side. And I wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails, she makes me wait. And I wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm, we reach the shore, give it all, but I want more. And I wait for you. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. And you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, with or without you, I can't live. With or without you. My hands are tied, my body bruised. She's got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. And you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, with or without you, I can't live. With or without you. I think I have a string that's about to break. That's what it sounds like. It's you know, when all else fails, blame the equipment. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Sally. Thank you, Danielle. Finally, some words of encouragement. It's been so hard. No, all right. Yeah. I guess maybe at this point I should probably completely. I really want to thank Tony and Sally and Eric and Gina, like sort of that base unit of Govs Radio that have really make it. It's kind of phenomenal when you kind of step back and look at it and see that everybody's just kind of like busting their butts to like put out this content, and it's awesome. It's just like, is it always perfect? No, it's not always perfect, and that's actually that's part of the charm of it. But it's just so great that it gets out there. It is of a high enough quality that it's impressive. I think it's impressive. So I want to thank Tony, Sally, Eric, Gina, and a lot of them being supportive of me. I know there's a couple of recordings out there that we were able to do at Govs that was so generous of their time was Tony, Sally, and Eric. And sometime we got to play those. It would be pretty funny. I'd forgotten about them because that was right around I think when I had my heart attack. Because Billy Geyer and Jack Adam, two of my buddies that I did the things with, Billy had a health issue and was in the hospital. Then like 2 weeks later, I was in the hospital with my heart attack. And then I just wasn't paying attention around that time. So it's definitely want to check that out, and definitely want to get mushy and all like sentimental and like, you guys are great, I love you guys. And since I can't drink anymore or eat anything or smoke, I don't have anything to help me with my feelings. That's awesome. But oh, Jeff. And yeah. Wow, what's this? 40 minutes almost. And you know what? None of you guys got to see that whole first part. I feel like I should do it again. I'll wait and I'll see. I'll see if anybody got to see the whole first couple of minutes. But I know the sound was terrible. But I think I've lost everything that I was working with over here when it comes to that. Let me see new comments. And this is, what's funny is this is it. This is my quarantine life. Is here I am sitting, staring at my computer, going on Govs Radio, going through looking at other people's comments. The only thing I'm not doing right now is responding, is trying to come up with ways to make my favorite thing to watch. It really is, because I'm awake and I'm fully present for, is Knock 'em Dead. And my goal is to interrupt the crap out of that show, is to get them to and I do, I watch, I'll write something that I'm like, okay, that was hilarious. And then I wait and I'm just staring at, especially whoever it's intended to make laugh, just staring, waiting for them to, and then it's funny because Tony and Sally are really good at being super professional. Eric will be like, you totally know, but you'll just see them Tony or Sally just give this little smile, and I'm like, oh, I got you. And then all of a sudden, bink, it's it comes up on the that they liked it or they laughed at it. And like all old people, they don't laugh. They always just like. I'm like, Let me see if I can get this squared away and get done what I did to begin with. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so here we go. I will do it again. I wanted to do something special for this. I wanted to use technology in a way that hadn't been used yet. And so I contacted the scientists in the basement laboratories at Governors. And they're working on some interesting things. It's some telecommunication stuff. I don't know the details, so I'm just going to tell you. Long story short, it is we are able to make a call into the future. So I'm going to call myself, like a video conferencing call, and see if I can't get myself, and let me see if I can get all of this working. Obviously, you see that I have problems with it when it comes to like the microphone. I wasn't able to get the microphone working, so let's hopefully this will work. But let me go ahead. I'm going to call myself here. Let me switch this around.
Oh, hey!
Hey, what's happening? Wow, I'm so happy we got to get together like this. I wasn't sure it would work out. I mean, technology.
Oh, I knew it was going to work all the time.
Oh, well, how did you know? Oh, right, my bad. So let me start with the pressing question.
Yes.
Oh, right. Should I even ask questions?
Dude, you have to ask the questions. If you don't, I won't know what to say. Haven't you watched or read anything with where time travel is concerned?
Oh, come on, dude. How could you even ask me a question like that? I mean, you or me.
Right. I know the answer. I'm just being a dick.
Oh, right. I am a
Yes,
dick.
you are.
Yeah, I know. I'm a dick.
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. So we are still
Not
quarantined.
still. Again.
Oh, so COVID-19 has a second wave?
I'll ignore the verb conjugation.
Okay, dude, come on. If you're saying you ignored the verb conjugation, that means... Oh, wait, that's right. I'm a dick. Right. Well, listen, this isn't really working out like I'd hoped. Do you have any words of advice?
Yeah. Get that rash
What are you talking
taken
about?
care of.
Okay, well, dude, why would you even bring that up?
Or it'll start burning.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, that's... turn that back around now. All right. That was a little too much information there for everybody, I think. So I hope you guys got to see that and got to see that. Well, really, it's the thing I think we should be impressed with is that there are scientists at GovsRadio and governors in the basement. But that. What is going on? Here we go. Yeah, like I'm kind of impressed, really. Let's see. Well, that killed it. I did another 2 minutes with that. Good times. Yeah, it's funny. After this, I was like, I don't know. I'm surprised I made it this far. I had to be honest. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I wonder if there's anything more serious that I can talk about. I'm scared just like everybody else, but also like understanding that like there's people out there working to make all of this better. And thank God for them, because if it was up to me, we would all be, I don't know, under the covers right now with our eyes closed because then the monsters can't get you. That's how it worked for me anyway. But, oh man, my back. Yeah, so this is my... You know what we've been doing? We haven't actually been able to cook very interesting stuff. This is like the meat shortage is starting to happen. So I make this really kick-ass chili that's all just bean. Instead of meat, it's like 3 different types of beans. And so I made a huge batch of that. And I'm the only one who is eating it because... one of my daughters talks a big game. She's always like, oh yeah, no, I want to try chili. I want to have chili. Make your chili, Dad. And I make the chili. And then she's like, oh, this is, it's good. Could I have something else right now? It's like, like, it's okay. You're a kid. You don't know anything. Literally. But, yeah. I don't know. I think I might end up editing this. In life or in the show. My rash. I wish I could. I'm going to have to go back and actually watch this. That's when I'll like everything like everybody else does. Which is like a pet peeve of mine. I mean, I want the comments to be liked because otherwise why would I say them? But then when it's like the middle of the night, I'm like, ooh, what's that? What's that? And, and it opens the audio back up, and yeah, I'm super popular. Oh, you know what I'm doing? What I've been doing is so I speak French, not great, a little bit, but I've been using the app Duolingo, and I've used it before, and it really strengthened my French up several years ago. But I'm back on it, and so je parle français très bien, encore. So it's that I have to say, if anybody's looking for something to do, it's probably like go to the whatever high school language that you were doing, and just do that. I got one of my daughters started on it, but I'm like she wanted to do Greek. I'm like, that's a different alphabet, and that's just too much stressor. That's stress and pressure. I made they're words that I make up for myself. So stressor is one of them. Passa probably, which is somewhere between possibly and probably. It's passa probable. Yeah, I don't think I really have anything to say. I think 47 minutes is unbelievable. Chili today, hot tamale. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? Finally, because I'm always like, I'm not just gonna go and eat with Felix in the studio. But there you go. I would want to like go and eat stuff, but I would want to feel like I'm contributing something from like an amateur's, because you always have these great professionals. Oh, the popcorn ladies, Felix. I ordered popcorn from the popcorn ladies. Phenomenal. I'm a huge popcorn fan and snob also at the same time. And the popcorn ladies were unbelievable. I got like the wine and garlic one was really good, but what do you call it? Ken, did the delay got ya? The what was I gonna say? So like I totally want to do a Let's Eat LI, but I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I wouldn't want to just be like passively sitting there and like okay, oh this is really good, that's really interesting, because I'm not good at interviewing. I think I'm better at being interviewed. If that's like says anything about my crippling narcissism, that I have a hard time finding out about other people, but I have no problem with sharing. I'm being told to go fuck myself. You too, guys. You too. But yeah, you know what? On that, I think I'm actually going to probably end. I love you all. Thank you very much for watching. I super appreciate it. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you all stay happy, stay healthy. Yeah, on that, thank you guys very much. And I will see you on the flip side.